that is the competition aspect of our work. You see, beyond consumer protection, we also are in charge of competition in this country. We are the apex body. So competition has to do with mergers and acquisitions. When companies merge or acquire each other, we have to make sure that they don't distort the market so that they don't abuse their dominant position. Issue of dominant position here is when you are the major producer of a good or a service, supplier of a service in the country, you don't abuse that position to fix prices arbitrarily. That's the essence of your question. So issue of fixing prices now, or how the market should play, is an economic thing, very scientific, and as I told you earlier, at least during COVID, we got that experience. We'll sit down with a supplier or a producer of a product and look at the books, find out at what price you got all your raw materials, at what price you got power, and all the other variables that went into this production. So basically, at what price that good, a piece of that item comes to you. Your profit margin now, what is your company decision on profit margins? How much do you charge? So if your product is supposed to cost, with all things taken into consideration, 100 naira, for instance, and then all of a sudden you're selling for 200. And we find out that you are dominant in the market, there are no other producers, or you block new entrants into the market, so you are abusing your position. It means that something is terribly wrong. So in these instances, we now have to come into that market and ensure that the prices are lowered and you do the right thing. It is a very Herculean task, and it is a very complex calculation. We don't have the core competence most times. We have to bring in consultants. Talking of funding, we are fully funded. We are fully self-funded. We generate our own revenue, take care of our own salaries, take care of our own
How do you generate revenue?
First of all, through mergers and acquisitions, merger fees. That's one of the major ones. Promos. Whenever anybody does a promo, you come to us and pay before you can do a promo. But then, more especially, through sanctioning errant bodies. One of the big ones we had recently is $110 million against the tobacco company. $110 million which have been fully paid. Of course, government took its 40%. That left us with good money to take care of ourselves for some period of time. We have ongoing investigations, data privacy abuses that has been ongoing all over the world. You have seen that against WhatsApp, against Facebook. We have such kind of investigation right now going on that may come into, again, some sanctions. Issue of misleading advertising against a bottling company, that's also under investigation. There are many of them that lead to having us force sanctions onto these producers and providers of services. So that is our major source of revenue, and that has been taking care of us. And we are not complaining of resources, so to speak. It's just the capacity that we have to build, and the fact that we have to bring in others and work together with them, and so people can take ownership of this consumer protection issue and help us fight the war. Come to us, complain to us. We don't have the monopoly of knowledge. Give us advice on how you think we should do things. That's the essence of this collaboration that we have with them. Lawyers, we always encourage. In fact, we have a lot of lawyers. We have a lot of litigation that we do. So naturally, we are always in contact with them. We always in touch with them. We always talk to them. We go to our National Assembly most times. There are lots of ideas down there. Because yesterday when I went to the National Assembly to defend increases in cement prices, the kind of idea that I got from the floor of that house, as well as from the members of the committee themselves, is something that will help me in my work. So these are issues that there is really a lot to be done, but it's not just for the FCCPC, it's for all of us. Okay. We thank you again, the same way that Abuja was doing, for giving us this opportunity to talk to Nigerians and tell them that this project belongs to all of them. It's not for us only.